What's up, guys? It's Anna with Mosh Pit Diaries. I am here with the members of Gene Ross. Guys, do you want to go around and introduce yourselves to the people?
All right, I'll go first. Hi, my name's Gene. I sing in the band.
Hi, I'm Trent. I play guitar and produce.
I'm Jack. I play drums.
I'm Dominic. I play bass in the ensemble.
What's up, guys? I'm Jacob. I play lead guitar and do backing vocals.
Hell yeah. Well, welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, you guys are pretty new and up and coming. I just heard it from you guys from your manager, Nat. He had reached out to me talking about this interview. So, shout out to him for that and showing me a new band that absolutely rips because you guys are dope.
Thank you.
So, let's talk about some new music. What are you guys up to right now?
Yeah, so I mean, it's not a surprise, I think, at this point that we've been working on an album for the past few months.
Yeah.
So
We like to live stream it.
yeah, we live stream our full process, so it's definitely not a secret that we're up to something.
Guys,
This is our first album. So we're excited. We're really excited.
What is something that has been inspiring for us with the writing process or specific people or bands that have inspired you throughout this process?
I think a lot of 2010s metalcore, like definitely like first two albums of A Mice and Men, some of the earlier Bring Me the Horizon albums. Those are like the riffs on those albums are absolutely insane. So for me, that was like, oh man, like I have to do something as cool as that.
2026, you guys are starting off your year. You are playing Gazed and Confused Festival. Tell me a little bit about this festival and what we can be looking forward to from you guys in 2026 for shows.
So for starters, we're gonna be debuting two new songs at Gazed and Confused. So we're excited about that. And also other members of Gene Ross are also in other bands, so they'll be on the lineup in different bands. You can check them out at Somebody Else, and then Jack is in Toothpick, so they'll be on the Sunday date. So
Double duty.
cool. Yeah, double duty. But at least it's not on the same day because that has happened before.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool, awesome. What other shows are we doing? Any other tours or anything else that we're planning or trying to figure out for 2026? Or is this kind of it at the moment?
This is it officially. We are currently trying to plot a tour because we feel like it's time. We played a lot of the DFW last year and even the year before, so we think it's time to branch out and hit more Texas states like Houston, San Antonio, all that, and then also hit wherever else, California, Florida for sure.
I'm up to the Midwest, Chicagoland, boys.
Yeah.
Gotta
We
get
get a
up
lot
here.
of get a lot of people asking from like Chicago specifically, so
That
we'll make
checks
our way
out.
up
We
there.
have a super fun scene up here, and we have a lot of really cool venues too. So I'm actually based in Milwaukee, but I go down to Chicago a ton for shows because it's a hop, skip, and a jump away from me. There's some super rad venues down there, really cool promoters too. So definitely come out to the Midwest. I would love to see you guys. So you guys being a new band, you're just building that establishment and stuff. What is something you guys could tell to other new band members or people who are also just starting out?
If you're just starting out, expect this to be a long game. Expect it to include a lot of hard work, and a label, is getting on a label is cool, and it's something that you definitely want to be shooting for, but you can do so many things to lead up to even like talking to a label that are still super important too, like playing in your scene and building up your local scene, like we try to do at the DFW. Doing local regional DIY tours with independent booking companies is something that we love to do. We're looking to do.
It's a lot of grassroots work for sure at the beginning, but the more work that you put in at the front end, I wouldn't say it gets easier as you go because I think you'll have new challenges as you kind of level up, but I think you'll have a lot more dedicated people rallied behind you.
Right.
So it will make you feel a little more at ease, I think, which is nice.
Well, and I mean, labels want the work to be done.
Mm-hmm.
They want to look. They don't want to acquire a project that they're gonna have to completely carry to success. Like they want you to be doing a lot of the work. So
yeah,
a lot of it is just meeting people, going to shows all the time, really engross yourself in music culture and in the communities around you. And these questions will answer themselves as you meet people and as you just try and do everything that you can.
Mm-hmm.
I would say too, that you don't want to go in with the idea of like, oh, I'm doing this, to join a label. I'm doing this to make money. I'm doing this to tour. I think that's a really bad mindset to be in. I've seen a lot of people get really disappointed by that. I think the best thing is just I want to go and make music and have fun, and then see where it goes from there. But if you start off with those as being like, yeah, I want to make money from this and get signed, and it's like you're gonna blow up.
For sure. I think you should definitely enjoy it first. And because if you're not going to enjoy the music, like by the time you even get to like whatever level of success that you're hoping for, you're just going to be so miserable at that point that it's none of it was worth it in the end. So if you're having fun with what you're doing, then I think everything else gets a little bit easier as you go.
Sure, Jacob, did you have something you want to add in?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, kind of really playing off what everyone else has said so far. I think my biggest piece of advice, kind of a similar vein, is to just start. And it's kind of cliche advice of perfection is the enemy of good. Don't wait until something's perfect before you do it. I think that goes very in tandem with music, and that just dude, if you have an EP of music put together and it could be a little better if you took another year and a half to get better at your production chops, maybe just put it out. I mean, it's okay to look back and be like, man, I should have done this better, because what band in the world hasn't gotten better as they go? So I mean, look back on old performances and think, man, that sucked. Okay. But look back on old performances and be like, man, we need to get our stagecraft down more. That's how bands that are super tight and polished did it. They started off way worse and they got better. So don't wait until you're already at that caliber. Just get there and let the world watch you. So.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to suck.
Suck.
Yeah. I think it's super cool too to be able to look back at your past stuff and look at your growth too, to be able to really reflect on that. For me, for Mosh Pit Diaries, I've been doing this for a little over a year now, barely over a year. I just had my year anniversary 2 weeks ago. But
Congrats.
Looking back from when I first started, my first interview was with Jackson with Silly Goose. I was so nervous and you could hear it in my voice, and now it's just become such a natural thing. And I've done stuff I just did Press at Work tour.
Nice.
But just thank you. But just being able to look back and see my growth throughout even just a year, how much a year can make a difference. So I think that's really solid advice. And with that being said too, like you guys said, having fun with it. You guys just shot your first professional music video for There Is No Happiness Here at All, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, yes, you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I mean the opportunity was such a crazy
no-brainer.
Yeah, we had no choice but to say yes at that point, because it was a group of college kids. I say kids, but they're literally our age. A bunch of college students came up to us, just DM'd us, and we were like, "Hey, we need to do a music video for our school project. Would you be interested?" And I was like, sure. I was like, just send us a pitch over and like what you have in mind, and also just send me a demo reel of what you've done in the past. They sent that over. It looked great. They obviously had a good sense of direction, and when we were on set, that was very apparent. And they were just really professional. They made everything feel so easy, and I did a lot of acting that I was not prepared for, but they made it really easy for me, even though I've never done any of that before. Shout out Gabby for directing all this. Absolute goat.
Well, and that I feel really speaks on community too, community in the scene, us little guys helping each other out, and we can't do this without each other. So you can't do this without college students messaging you about a video, or little people like me interviewing, and doing what we do is why we do it, though, so that way we can grow and build this wonderful community, because we do have such a wonderful community in the metal scene. I know a lot of people like to talk shit about it, and we're all so scary and so violent because we mosh. Oh my god! But at the end of the day, this is such a tight community, so I love that for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's a people game, and I like to think that everyone's on their way to being somebody. So meet people now, and they're probably going to be able to help you out down the line. So absolutely, big fan of meeting people. Shake all the hands you can.
Very solid advice. If you guys could be any Pokemon, I see you all have Pokemon behind you. I'm a fellow Pokemon nerd. If you could be any Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be?
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. Oh man.
Psyduck for you, I'd assume.
Yeah.
You took my answer.
Oh damn! I'm sorry, Dom.
What'd you say,
Dom will be Psyduck.
I'll be the side.
Okay.
I like that better.
You can come back to me.
I'm gonna go with Eevee because I think he's just a little chiller, and I really fuck with that.
Yeah, I can fuck with that.
Very valid answer.
I'd be Dragonite, mostly because like in the universe he's like the UPS service. Dude, I just want to be a chubby dragon bringing people their mail. Sounds like a vibe. It sounds really fun. I don't know. I like that.
I will say growing up, I think Charizard was my favorite. So I guess I'd probably pick Charizard.
Bro, we're still buddies. We can bring people mail.
You can be my dad.
I can be your dad.
Dude, I love that. I would probably have to say for me Flareon or Magikarp.
That's a good one.
Final question. This is a tough one, so you might have to ponder for a minute. If you could mosh or be in a crowd to any band, past or present, who would it be? And you can do both if you want to do both because it's a hard question. But
Broken Wings.
Okay.
On Broken Wings, like peak career.
I don't know. Honestly, I would have to say like 2009, 2010 era, Bring Me the Horizon. I'd love to be in a pit of that because like Suicide Season, that album is like one of my favorite albums ever. And
Absolutely.
if I could experience that album and get my shit kicked in, I would be so happy.
Bear with me. Tool when they dropped that first EP. Specifically when they dropped that first EP.
Okay.
That'd be pretty
That would
fire.
have been cool to see that, yeah.
Yeah. And to mosh to that, because like that's the only era then that you can mosh to.
That's true. It's the only time they're in 4-4.
Yeah. So it's true. That.
You got an answer?
I feel like Dom has a really cool answer. I want to hear Dom.
The monkeys.
The monkeys! Oh my god! Yes!
Could you imagine a monkey's pit? Holy shit.
It'd be bananas, I would assume.
That's fucking hilarious. I love that. That's
I don't even want to answer it now. That was really good.
that too.
Yeah, okay, well, this is like a really generic answer, and I feel really lame. After Jack had like this band in this era, I would just love to see like I'm an Arlington native, as I know some other people are in the band, so I would love to see like original lineup Pantera.
Yeah, bro.
That'd just be cool. That would just be super cool. I don't know.
Yes.
Dude, actually,
crazy
crazy story. My dad has been to their house shows, like when they were very first, like when they kind of were still a Metallica cover band a little bit. Dude, he said he saw some crazy stuff thrown down there.
Dude, when you're in Texas, you'll find people like that because I literally worked
Everyone knows
as an engineer for this mega church, and one of the pastors had a Cowboys from Hell tattoo down her arm. I was like,
Dude.
what the hell? Man?
You said one of the pastor.
Yes, bro. And
She was like, all the shows going on.
Okay, yeah.
That's iconic. I've gotten Pantera as an answer a few times, and I will stand my 10 toes that's a solid answer. Like they were so influential in the metal scene, and like, you know, Dimebag Darrell, you can't, he's fucking dime. You can't, you're right. Right. So that's a super solid answer. All right, guys. Is there anything else that you want to tell people who might just be discovering Gene Ross for the first time, or, you know, your current fans, people who already know you? Anything you would like to say to them?
I mean, I'd say for current people, just thank you so much for supporting us for the past few years, and we're really excited to show you what, like, I think all of this has been building up towards for the past like 2 or 3 years. We're really excited to show you what this first album looks like.
Yes, I agree.
Anything else?
To new fans, check us out because you should.
Because you said so.
It's the right thing to do. Think about the kids. Listen to Gene Ross.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I look forward to seeing what you guys do in 2026 and in the future, and hopefully get to see you guys live because that would be rad and be super cool to meet you guys. Sit down.
Yeah, we'll keep you
Do
posted.
this in person. But all right. Well, thanks again. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.